Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video. Today I'm doing a video on my thoughts on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Holy crap, does this look amazing. Like, absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait for this film. I'm really hyped for it. It looks badass, really, animation wise and kind of story wise. Well, they don't really give too much away, really, like we could piece together to make some sort of comprehensive, sort of detailed analysis of where everything would go bit for bit. But what it does have is a decent sort of, I don't know, feel to it, really. I like watching the trailer. The trailer's really badass. I love the music. The art style, as I say, is just phenomenal. It's sort of like this sort of 3D animated stuff, but it's kind of done in such a claymation-y type way, as well as sort of having this pop art sort of stuff as well at points. And I don't know, I just really like it. And then there's spoiler alert, of course, for anyone who hasn't seen the trailer, but at the end, Spider-Gwen's in it, so Gwen Stacy gets bit by the spider instead of Peter Parker, presumably. There's Peter Parker, or he's like, I don't know, in his 40s or something, whereas Miles Morales is only Black Spider-Man, or Miles Morales is only like 20 or something, I don't know if that, really. So he's like a teenager, he's getting trained by this Peter Parker character. I don't really get how they've all gone into the same universe, but maybe they'll tell us, maybe they won't, maybe this just happened and that, and it's like, just sort of is the case and that. There seems to be Green Goblin, like an organic, sort of more dragon-esque version of him, Ultimate Green Goblin even, in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, which kind of would make sense considering there's the Ultimate, Spider-Man comics that have Miles Morales, so that would make sense. There's a very big, large character who, when there's an explosion, seems to be like falling backwards somewhat from the explosion. People are thinking that he might be Kingpin, which would be interesting. And then there's like this fight scene bit where he's fighting really quickly, like this other like shadow type creature or person. Looks really cool. Meeting Peter Parker's Spider-Man and that, and they both have like the Spidey sense thing. That was pretty cool. The bit at the end of the trailer with the, like, we're both, or who's she, or who's that, and then she's like, I'm Spider-Gwen, or I'm Gwen Stacy or whatever, and then for him to be all like, wait, how many Spider-Man are there or whatever, and the main Peter Parker guy's like, save it for Comic-Con, and then Miles Morales just goes, what's Comic-Con? And then they just like zip off, and that. It's pretty cool that they've got like the woodland area, because I think one thing that ironically was brought up in Spider-Man Homecoming is, like, think about it, if he's not in New York, like, how would the webs really work? Like, really, like, if the buildings are so low down, like, I don't know, so it'd be interesting to visually see how he would get around and traverse web slinging through a forest or something. And it, again, just looks phenomenal. Like, the art style of this just looks amazing. The music, I like the music in the trailer. Hopefully that might be in the film, I don't know, but it's coming out at Christmas time, and that it just says coming out Christmas, which presumably December, like, near, Christmas and whatnot. It looks interesting. I mean, there's another funny scene with Peter Parker's character who is eating a burger, and then he's all like, this burger is amazing, and it's like, do you have any money? I'm not liquid right now, and that, meaning he doesn't really have that much money. And Miles Morales is, Spider-Man is just like, yeah, you're not going to be the best teacher for me, really. The dad, there's quite a lot of dad jokes as well jokes from the dad as well. I like how there's this idea that, like, he wants to presumably be like Peter Parker's Spider-Man, but and or save the world immediately, and he's just like, Peter Parker's just like, no, you don't do it like me, you do it like you would do it, and save the world, or save the people that mean most to you, the one person who means most to you, and that presumably is Dad, clearly, from the way that the trailer goes and that. But I cannot wait for this film. It just looks really cool. The action looks amazing, as I keep saying, the visuals. Keep on harping on about those. I am very curious to see if we're going to get a load more other Spider-Men, Spider-Mans even, and that, seen as it is the sort of like almost Marvel Cinematic Universe version of Spider-Man, i.e. just every version of Spider-Man, or in the comic books, in the Spider-Man verse comic book arc, presumably it is all of the different versions of Spider-Man in as many of them as possible in a comic book arc of sorts. Whether or not we're going to get that here, I don't know. I mean, it would be ridiculously overcrowded that way, but I mean, so far we've got 3, so that's 3 more than I anticipated. You know, I expected the 1, but it's 2 more than I anticipated, sorry, even. But yeah, I don't know, I like the costumes. I really like it when they have the hoods as well. That makes them look more, I don't know, gangster, for lack of a better term, and that. There's even the like actual speech bubbly boxes as well. Well, not speech bubble boxes, more just the actual boxes of sorts, like when he's running through New York and that, and then he goes on to that taxi and then just like jumps over it and does that iconic like Spider-Man pose thing on the ground and that. But yeah, I can't wait for this film. I'm ecstatic, if you couldn't already tell. But yeah, should be good, hopefully. I mean, I think the only thing that would really let it down is obviously its story, and the fact that, I guess, depending on what else comes out around that time, I mean, Episode 9 of Star Wars would be presumably coming out around about that time, so that could be a massive sort of, you know, chunk of the audience might say, oh no, we won't watch that, but we'll watch Star Wars instead, sort of thing. I don't know, but either way, it does look really cool, and that maybe some people don't like the visuals, some people might not like the character, or they might not explain the character and the origins of this version of Spider-Man that well. Because, I mean, they've only really done Spider-Man well once, in my opinion, with Spider-Man Homecoming. Spoiler alert, I don't particularly like the Amazing Spider-Man films. They were okay, so were the previous ones. The previous ones I have more of a nostalgic connection to, because they're the first ones that I watched, really, of Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man, I don't really like Tobey Maguire's. Was it Tobey Maguire? I can't remember. I know Andrew Garfield, even, as Spider-Man, but yeah, or as Peter Parker, even. But yeah, thanks for watching, comment, rate, and subscribe.